Okay, how do we handle them? So all of you know. So why do we need to handle list box or drop down means? List box is nothing but collection of items. List box is nothing but collection of items, right? So we have collection of items, and where user can select items from that list box. And as a tester, what is our responsible? We need to test that items in that list box. And sometimes we need to select items in that list box. And sometimes we need to retrieve the data, items from that list box. You may want to do perform all these kind of activities. So for that, instead of going with send keys, we have some methods. Okay. So here, one thing very important thing is to handle list box or drop down, we use select class methods. Okay. So what is select class? Select class is nothing but it's a class which stores the methods for handling your list boxes. And here, remember all of you guys, when you see HTML code, like say for example, select ID is equal to some value, name is equal to some value, close the tag. When you inspect element list boxes, remember all of you guys, what are the methods I'm telling, select class methods I'm telling you now, I'm explaining you now. These methods are applicable. These methods are applicable only for the elements which are having select tag HTML. I repeat again. Select class methods are applicable only for the elements which are having select HTML tag. Select HTML tag. So that means what we should do. Suppose if we take our premise bank, here it is a list box. We expect list box. Right click on it, inspect element, and verify whether it is having select HTML tag. Look here, all of you guys. Select HTML tag. If you open that select list box, if you open the select, see that it's collapsed. If you open it, we can see options available in that list box. That means when you are planning to access select class methods, first of all, the very first thing what you do, confirm whether your list box is having select HTML tag or not. Even if you look at your Facebook application also, so that right click on this day, I think all these elements have select tag only. Select. Some applications, say for example, what is this here? Is it a list box or text box type?
List box.
List box, right? That's what. Please, all of you, don't take your own decisions.
We have to inspect and decide.
Inspect that element, confirm whether it is having input HTML tag or not. Sorry, select HTML tag or not. See what HTML tag it has?
Input.
So what kind of method we use for this? What kind of web element methods we can use? Web element web element method. Send keys. If you want to select item in that, we have to go with send keys only. We can't go with select class methods. So that's what I'm telling you guys. Before you start working with them, confirm whether they're having select HTML tag or not. Okay, now. So that's what. So what are the methods we have? See, the first step, what we should do for list box is store list box into select class object. Which list box you are planning to work? That list box we have to store into select class. We have to create object for that. Okay. How to store? Select. S should be capital because it's a class. Select. Say for example, I'm defining one element variable. Variable is element is equal to new select. And here we need to locate that list box. Driver dot find element by dot id value will provide. That means, what does it mean? What you understood with this? Now, where the list box has been stored, the list box has been stored into one object. What is that object? Element object. Now, if you want to access that methods, now with help of this object, we should access all select class methods. What are the methods we have? Methods to access. What are the methods we have here is, number one, select by visible text. Single word. Select by visible text. What is the purpose of this common method? Whenever you are planning to select any item in a list box, which is in the form of value type, which is in the form of text type, value type, text, any type, then take help of this method, select by visible text. To select item in a list box or a drop down. So how to select now? How do you get this method here? How you get this method for this list box? With help of this object, that object dot. Then say, we don't type these methods, don't worry, we access all of them. Object dot select by visible text, then define item name in double quotation. Which item you want to select? Give that item name. It will be selecting that item. Second method, select by value. Both are same, but slight difference we have here between visible text and value. Value, we can choose this method whenever list box have value type. See, when you observe list box, all of you open this list box, that we can expand like this. See, option values, look at that. Whatever items available in the list box, developer has defined in the format, option value format. So we can take help of visible text, no problem. But when we can use value means, whenever you want select items in a list box with value type, then you can take help of this value method. So not that important. I always prefer to go with visible text only. In case if you are planning to select any item in list box which has a value format or value type, number type format, then we can take help of this method. Okay. To select item in a list box with value type. How to access that method again? Whatever object you created, with help of that object dot the method name, select by value and define your item name again. Here also we should give in double quotation here, double quotation. Number 3, I want to select item and list box with a number, number type, item number. So then we can take help of one more method, select by index. Select by index. It select item in list box with index number. Index number starts with 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 means first item. Which item you want? Give that number enough. Item number. It will be selecting item in that with that item number. So again, if you want to select item, again we have to use, see, whatever object you created here for the list box, take help of that object here, because this object is holding all these class methods, select class methods. Okay, na? That object name dot select by index number, select by index, and here no double quotation. What do we give here? Index number. item number. So these are the three methods we have for selecting items in list box. From today, any list box you come across, again I repeat all of you, before you start using these methods, first inspect that element and confirm whether that element is having select HTML tag or not. Got my point? And once you confirm that select tag, immediately store that list box into select class object. And with help of that object, you can access all these methods. But index and visible text, most of the time we go on using value. It is not mandatory. They give you, but it's not optional. It's not mandatory for us. Okay, value type only we can go. But visible text, we can use value type or text type, any type. Index also. Only giving item number, right? Only we have to provide item number here. And how do you verify whether your list box is single item selection or multi-item selection? You know what is single item? What is multi-item? There are some list boxes where user can select more than one item. There are some list boxes where user can select single item. How do you verify that? How can you ask your Selenium to verify that? See, all this list box, how many items user can select at a time? We can select only one item.
Single item.
Yes, single item. But there are some list boxes where we user can select multiple items also sometimes. We call them drop downs. Okay, to verify that, we have to take help of one method, Boolean type method. That method is called is multiple. What is that? Is multiple method. It is a Boolean type method. Boolean type method which returns true or false. The question is, when it returns true if the list box is multi-selection. It returns false when your list box is single item selection. Okay? If it is returning true, should understand that it is a multi-selection item list box. If it is returning false, you have to understand it is a single item selection. Okay, and let's see how to use this method. First, let me show you. Let me take this application, your premise bank. In this application, I just want to select some items in this list box. Using three methods, let us see how it is possible. Okay, first, then we'll see how to count items and all that one by one. First, let us see that. Select items is my class name. Select your main method, finish off it. So first common things is WebDriver. Some object driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, driver dot get method will specify URL. Driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, and immediately we need to suspend tool for 5000. This is common code we write. Now, whichever list box you are planning to work, we already confirmed it's having select tag. Am I right or not? We confirmed it. Now, what I should do first, if I want to access that select class methods, let me store this list box into one select class. So, store list box into select class. Okay. So, how to store select? Control space bar, because select is a class. And remember, many people are confusing. Don't download Apache, download Selenium. Second one, org.openqa.selenium.support.ui. This is a package, very important. Okay, don't confuse in selecting that packages. Give one object for that. Store into one object. Say I'm saying list box. I'm storing that list box into list box. Okay, Anything, object is your choice. List box is equal to new select. Use control space bar so that it can give you open close parentheses very clearly. Click enter button. Now locate that list box. Driver dot find element by dot
By ID.
xpath. Whatever you want, you can take. Make a habit of writing xpath from. How to write basic xpath for this element? Fast. Here in the Chrome browser, how you write? Control. No. Writing our own.
Okay, control F.
Control F.
Double forward slash.
Double
For the
forward
select.
slash. The tag
Select.
name is
Tag
select.
name.
Exact select. You can choose anyone
the-
here. At the rate ID or
ID.
name. You can take ID,
Yeah.
no problem. Open square bracket.
At the rate
The rate.
ID is equal to.
ID is equal to single quotation. Close your square bracket. Copy this.
Copy and paste.
ID value. Copy that ID value and paste here. Okay, now it is eligible for locating it. Copy that and paste here. You can write directly with ID, no problem. But practice, what is there? There's nothing wrong, right? Now I want to verify list box is single or multi. Multi selection. I want to ask my Selenium to verify this single item or multi item selection. Okay, how you verify that?
Element dot select by.
Is multiple.
Yes, the method is multiple. What that is multiple method type?
To check whether it is having the multiple options to select, or can we select only one?
It's a Boolean type, right?
Boolean.
One second. Okay, so it's multiple is a method. Yes, it's a Boolean type method. So we have defined data type as Boolean, some variable. I want to store that true or false into this variable value. Okay, variable value is equal to which list box you are checking? list box only, right? Object is list box. List box dot is multiple. Look at that. Is multiple. So what you're asking? You're asking Selenium to verify this list box. This list box is single item or multi-selection item. If it is multi-selection, it returns true. If it is single item, it returns false, right? So let us return that this out. Value.
Value.
Yes. So this is how the way we can verify your list box. First thing. Okay, na? Why define Boolean type here? Why define Boolean type? Because it is a Boolean type method. True or false always Boolean type method. That's the reason I'm using Boolean type here. Okay, na? Now I want to select item using visible text first. Select one item. At a time we can select one item. One item from list box. How do you select? These three methods we should apply now. Select by visible text. Let us see three methods. How to select that? Where are that methods are stored?
List box dot.
Yes, list box dot. This object dot. Look at that. Select. Select by index. Select by value. Select by visible text. I am using first visible text. Which item you want to select? Yesterday class also I told you. List box items are predefined. You can't define as you like. Okay, so that there are a lot of, I want to select some other, say for example, I want to select New Delhi Himal something. List box items are predefined, be careful. I want to suspend tool to verify is it selecting or not. At the same time, let us use one more method by value also. Again, list box dot select by value. It doesn't mean that we have to use three methods, sir. I'm showing you three methods. Okay. Value also we have to give item name as it is. Suppose I want to select Mall Africa something, whatever item. These are all items existing in that list box. Don't give item names which are not existing in the list box here. It won't. And one more method. What is that method? One more we have list box dot select by index. Here, what I told you, index means what we should provide here. We need to provide
Numbers.
item number.
Numbers.
Item number. I want to select 30th item. 30 means what that meaning? It will be selecting 30th item in that list box. Okay, now it will be selecting 30th item in that list box. So again, I just want to store into one variable. I want to suspend my tool and then driver dot quit, close my browser. Add your superclass for this. Okay, so try to provide your URL for that. Now let me run this. So how you select items in list box from today? Avoid send case here. If you have select class, okay, take help of this method, select class methods. Okay, remember very important thing is first thing what you do, confirm whether that item is having, that element is having select HTML tag or not. Look here, we're asking select one by one item. New Delhi selected and select by value. We asked to select by value, selected, that also working fine, no problem. And index number 30th, we asked to select 30th item. So 30th item is sand to something city name. False. What is the meaning of false?
It's not selecting the multiple items.
No. Meaning of false is
That
that
is
list.
Boolean.
That list box is not a multi-selection list box. That list box is a single item list box. Meaning, if it is returning true, you need to understand that list box is multi-selection. If it is returning false, we have to understand it is single item selection. Okay, guys. So from today, we can choose like this items without, like directly we can also create like this without storing. But when you are selecting more than one method, better to store it to one object. Okay, now next. Now I just want to print the name of the item which is, let's say I know 30th item, it's selecting. Okay, fine. I want to print that item name, what it's getting selected there. Sys out listbox dot get, is that method, get first selected option. So that get first selected option. It returns the item what is first selected by Selenium. Dot get text method. Anything, see, everything is visible text only, right? So it will print you the item which is selected. Not only for this, we can use even for this also, no problem. It will print to console tab here, what you have been selected there. It will print your console tab. So get first selected option method is used for what purpose? It is used for selecting first item which is selected by Selenium. Okay, so let us see how it is going to print now. Because see, while Selenium is testing it, we don't know what item it will be selecting. You print to console tab. To retrieve them, use that method, get first selected option method. New Delhi, okay. We don't see in runtime, Selenium will be executing. So that we are asking Selenium to print that item name also. 38 item selected. Wait for 5 seconds and close the browser. But remember, many people, when I say index, they're giving 1000, 2000. Huh? Don't do that. Item number, when you give item number here, when you're providing number, item number, make sure that item should be available in list box here. If there is no 30th items, it can't select kada. Some people doing that. Okay, number kada they're giving 200, 300, 1000. Don't give your own value. Okay, when you're unable to select with the name, then go with index. See that it's able to print what first letter selected item this one, secondly selected this one, third selected item this one. False. False means the list box is not a multi-selection. The list box is a single item selection. Okay, now we know how to select items in a list box and how to print that item which we selected. How do you count items in that list box? Now I want to count number of items available in this list box. I want to count number of items available in that list box, and I want to print the name of each and every item in that list box. How?
List box size dot size method.
Okay, let's see. Counting items, main method, finish of it. First object we have to create web driver. Some object driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, and launch your URL. Driver.get method will specify driver dot manage dot window dot maximize and suspend tool for thread dot sleep. Wait for 5000 milliseconds. Okay, na? What I told you here, when you are planning to work with this box, the first step what you do, if you want to access select class methods, store this list box into select class object. Store that list box into select class object. 1 second. I just want to count number. Anything you do, see, first step is, what that first step you have to do is always store that. Store this list box into select class object. Then only you're eligible to access all the methods. Okay, na? So here, come on guys, store list box. Come on, how to store? Select, control space bar, control space bar. First focus on, see, whenever we use classes,
Import.
please, whenever we use class interfaces in Selenium, don't forget to import the packages. That's one of the blind mistake everyone is doing. And there people are doing, they're importing the wrong packages and then they're suffering a lot. Please, that's what I'm saying. After importing, go and check that. Is it imported right package or not? No hurry up. Okay. So I'm storing into one variable list box is equal to new select and control space bar. Don't worry. Locate that element. Driver dot find
element
by
xpath
ID or whatever you want, you can take, no problem.
Yeah.
What that ID value it has, right click on it, inspect element for that. ID is equal to so and so.
list. Yeah.
TR list. Copy that and paste here. Okay. Now all of you know how to verify. Is it? No, already we verified. No need of writing that. Now count number of items in a list box. Okay. Collection. When I say collection, always all of you, I think you remember it. We use interface, list interface. Am I right? We want to get collection of items. Counting is nothing but collection of items only. So control space bar, import a package java.util. What collection it is, all of you know that. What type of collection we are getting from that list box? What is list? Anybody? List is a interface which is going to store integer number. And which collection are getting means web element collection, right? So our data type should be what? Web element. Store into one variable. O list, something I'm defining one variable. I'm storing number of items into which variable? O list variable. Which list box items you're counting? This list box items.
list box,
Right? That list box already stored in list box. So define the list box dot. We use one method. Look at here. List box dot get options. Look at that. Get options. So now we understood. Get options whenever you want to get collection of items in a list box. Then we should take help of this method. It's that list web element collection. Okay. Now where that list has been stored, collection of items.
list box,
O list.
list,
Yes.
yeah.
So here print that number of items are colon plus O list dot size. Don't forget to use that size method. List will always store integer values here. Web element will get element collection, and to return that number, collection number, we are taking help of size method. Okay, it may tell you 10 or 20 or whatever collection it will print to you. Don't worry. Now I want to print, suppose say there are 300 items in this list box, for example. I want to print the names of all the items in that list box. Not specific item, remember all. So compulsory we have to take help of either for loop or for each loop. Okay, we can take either for loop or for each loop, no problem. Which one you want? You want me to go with for loop or for each loop?
For each.
Come on. For, tell me, any one of you tell me, what is the data type I should use here? Anybody?
web element.
Why web element, ma? Why we should use web element as data type?
We are storing the list of items within the web element.
Yes, your array variable means your collection is also holding web element data type. So that's very simple. So try to remember whatever you're defining, you have to use web element, some variable, each colon collection. Where that collection stored?
List.
O list. Now, what is each variable? Anybody? Each variable is holding each and every
Integer.
position. Each and every position of this collection. If this collection is having 100 items, 0 to 99 will be holding to each position, right? Each variable. Yes or no? It is holding each and every position in that collection, O list collection. Now I want to print that, right? Print. What do you want? Print each item name. I want print each item name. How do you print that each
Insert,
item name? Using
insert
get text
each.
method. Get text
Okay.
method. No other option we have. If you want to print, directly print or store into one variable. It's no problem. String each item is equal to, go to every position. You want every position item, right? Go to every position means where you should go? Each. Each is holding every position. Each dot get text method. Do you understand, all of you? If you use for loop, we are using get method. Yes or no? If you use for loop, we are using every position to get every position from that collection. We are using get method. But in for each loop, not required. Why? Because each is already holding every position of that collection. Okay, na? After printing this, after printing every item name, I just want to wait for 5 seconds. Again, wait for 5 seconds and close my browser. Driver dot close. Okay, so had your super class for this. Throws, throwable. All of you today take Facebook application to check this. Okay, there are three list boxes you have. Look at here. Day list box, month list box, year list box. Write a code for all this. Try, all of you. Counting items, okay? Selecting items. Try that. Try in different way. Then you'll get clarity. Let me check. I don't know whether it's able to print or not. Okay, guys? Let me check it out. Look at your console tab. No need to worry your application. So how many items are there? 590. Now it's going to print each and every item name in that list box. One by one, one by one. We have to wait for 5 seconds. Waiting. I think we give 50 seconds, huh? Maybe so. No. Sorry. We are not printing that, right? You are not printing it. How can it print for you? Sys out each item.
Each item. Yeah.
If you don't print, how can it print? $519. Now it has to go on printing every item in that list box. It started printing all items. So list box items are predefined. We are not defined by you guys, right? Test box, we are giving data. But list box are defined by developer. So we are checking them. Are they available or not? How many items we have? Such things can be done. How do you verify items? That also I'll show you. Is that it started printing all items? Yes. Now close the browser. Same thing. One more example I'll show you. Then I'll show how to verify the items also one by one. Tell me in Facebook. You tell me which list box you want. Can I take month list box? Same
Yes.
collection. Do it. No problem. Do it. List box. One. Up to here it's common here. I don't want to keep on typing it, right? Suppose at a time if you want to work on 3 list box, what you do, anybody? Suppose I want to work on all these 3 list box, what you do, anybody?
Or the
Create 3 objects.
Yes, we have to store this 3 list box into 3 list boxes. Remember that. Okay, don't say by storing into one object we can access. No, we should store day into one, month into one, year into one select class object compulsory. Okay, so I am planning to work with only month list box. What to do? First step. What to do?
Create an object,
Create an
select
object.
object.
First, did you verify is it list box or not? No.
No.
We verified already. Yes, check it out. If you haven't
Inspect.
verified, no problem. Check it out. So it's having list box or not? Select class or not? Look at that. Select tag.
yes.
Right? Month or year, everything they have list box by default. Birthday, month names, that month names. So now we're eligible to access methods. Come on. Before that, we should do one more thing here. We don't get this page directly. We have to click on what is that? Create account. We have to click that element.
Sign up. Create account.
Create account. Before it's opening some other page, now it is changed, I think, Facebook. This one, create account. Right click to mouse, inspect element for that. It's not inspecting, possible. You can click on it, right? Roll button. It is having, we can customize the text path, not a problem. Not a problem. Click on that. Take directly grow path, go to grow path. Okay, go to add this, no problem. You want locate with X path, locate rate X path. Or ID you want, you can take. It's also having ID. It's also having class name. It's having CSS selector. Better don't believe ID. Maybe that ID will change. Who knows? Link text also. It's having link text. Take it. What is there? Edit this. Copy this. Simple. Click that. Again, wait for 5 more seconds. And import by package. Don't forget that first time. Okay. By package. Now store that list box. Select control space bar. Which package we are?
Import
Support.
the package.
Yeah, support.ui is a package. Support dot month list box is equal to new select control space bar, and we locate that list box.
Find element.
Yeah, find element. If you don't want to waste your time, do this way. No problem. Click on this. Click on this. And you, which one you want ID, take ID. It's not an issue. Driver dot find element, so and so, semicolons. Okay, na? Done. Now I want to count number of items in that list box. I want count number of items in that list box. Count it. Again, list control space bar Java util web element store into one variable.
Create an object.
list. Store it. No need to create object. We are storing them. We are storing into that object. Okay. list. Which list box items you are checking?
Month list box.
Month list box. Month list box dot get options. Okay, na? Get options. So now print that sys dot out it. So say that number of items are colon plus list dot size method. Don't forget using size method. Okay. And again, I want to wait for 5 more seconds. Okay. And then after that, what to do? You can take collection. Again, you want to get every item name means we have to take either the for loop or for each loop. Which one you want? Which one you want, for loop or for each loop? Anything?
For loop, sir. This
For
time
loop,
we use for loop. Yeah.
Okay. For loop. For integer I is equal to
0.
Look here,
Starts from
0.
yes.
0 basically, look here. For both list boxes, by default, developer given 0 item name as for day, day, month, month, year, year. Look the HTML page. Inspect element. When you open that, see 0, 0 means it's taking for month. We don't have 0 months, starting with from 1 only. But developer gave 0 item, but that 0 item name is month. Okay? Even for year also. 0 item is year. For even day also. 0 item name is day. So we need to avoid that 0. So we need to start from where? I is equal to 1. Do you understand all of you? 1. I less than how many times you want to iterate?
O list dot size.
Exactly. O list dot size method. I plus
Plus.
plus. Get every position item name and store into one variable. String. Same, define any each item. Each item is equal to go to that collection. O list. Go to that collection. O list dot get method. Okay, should go to that collection and get every position. Get method is for what? Getting every position in that collection. How many, which position you want to get? All position. All position means items. What do you want? Dot get text method. That's the difference between loop and for loop and for each loop here. Excuse me. Okay. This is how
Sir, in condition checking, I less than or equal to or I less than, sir.
less than only, ma. Don't go with less than equal to.
But we started from 1.
Excuse me. That's what if you start from 0, equal to use. We need to avoid that. So don't go with less than or equal to. It throws exception to you. Okay. So here.
Okay.
After this, wait for 5 seconds and driver dot close. And not only that, excuse me. So here, I just want to click every item here. Selenium should select January, click that item. February, click that item. March, click that item. I have to click on. I have to keep on go on clicking each and every item in that list box. Click each item. Not me, Selenium. Go to that collection. O list dot every position. Get off items dot method is click on.
Click.
Here, for your observation, not required. Just suspend 1 second enough. No need to go more than 1 second. Just to observe clearly. And again, suspend tool again for some seconds. Add your exception for this. Okay. Now let me check it out. Like that, any list box, just only counting. Tomorrow class, I'll show how to verify items in list box, how to check multiple, if you have multiple items in list box, how you validate that also I'll show you. Sorry.
Facebook application.
We are given Facebook. So confirm it. First, very important thing is what? Confirm whether list box is having select tag or not. That is very important. Wait for 5 seconds. Then click on create new account. Oh, I think we are not given ID value, I think here. Sorry. We give ID value as month. Here, link text, it's not able to recognize with link text. No such element, unable to locate with month. It's not clicking that create new account, right? Let us go with export. What is there? Let us write our own export for this. How to write our own export for this? It's anchor A. We can go with, see that? Last class, we read in last class, right? Yesterday class. XPath. What is that? ID value. This XPath we can take, no problem. Take this XPath. With link text, it's not recognizing, no problem. Okay. So, driver dot find element by dot XPath value so and so dot click. Yes, now it's able to click. Here we're asking, so let's say that look at that list box here, all of you. It will be counting, it will be printing to you. At the same time, it will be say January selected and printing. Selecting item and clicking see every item and printing that item. Clicking item and printing item. Clicking item and printing item. Okay, we are checking one by one item in that list box. Right? So that way we can also write code this way. And tomorrow class, I'll show you how do you check with multiple and how do you verify item in list box, and then we'll go for next topic. Okay, guys? Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. See you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.